Okay, so our next subject is threat-informed defense, boosting cybersecurity awareness with transformer models, presented by Goran Gvozden, who's a data science consultant at Poslovna Inteligencija, which is our gold partner, as you can see. So Poslovna Inteligencija is a leading data and analytics consulting company who is committed to delivering excellent solutions and products to help clients you unlock hidden opportunities with your data, become more data-driven, and make business decisions. So, Goran, thank you for
Thank you.
being
I
here
was
presenting.
supposed to say the same thing. Oh, thank you.
You can repeat it if you
Okay,
want.
thank you. Okay, let me see if it's the right. Okay, it is. Okay. So hello everyone. Today, as you can read, we will talk about the threat-informed defense and boosting cybersecurity awareness with transformer models. Thank you for introduction. I can repeat again. I'm Goran Gvozden, actually, but I won't repeat it. So I will start immediately. Okay, so I'll talk about how transformer models can help individuals, teams, and organizations to boost their cybersecurity awareness and to boost their cybersecurity organization posture. Basically, we'll talk about how you can boost this awareness by connecting, on one side, vulnerability management, on the other side, threat management, two disciplines that have been separate. And in a risk-focused world, in a risk-focused organization, they need to be brought together. So I don't know how familiar you are with vulnerability and threat management. But when we are talking about vulnerability, we are talking about scanning your network, identifying, assessing, reporting, managing, remediating found vulnerabilities, weaknesses, misconfigurations. So on the other side, threat management, it's actually using the threat intel data to identify, to analyze, to defend against potential cyber attacks. So, however, there are challenges. For example, vulnerability information is missing this remediation recommendations. We lack a consistent view of how threat information can be integrated within with the vulnerability information. There is a lack of consistent view of how vulnerabilities are being described. So this is something where threat intel defense and combined with transformer models can be beneficial. So, but before we okay, but what is threat-informed defense? It's a term coined by Mitre Corporation. Maybe some of you heard about Mitre. It's a non-profit organization. It actually refers to gaining knowledge, gaining better understanding based on threat intel. And gaining better knowledge about the adversarials and their tactics and techniques and procedures to apply that knowledge within your environment, within your infrastructure, within your operations. So it's about taking into account that adversarial point of view. And it's also about the involving this mapping of vulnerability and threat worlds and bringing them together. So the key resource here it's Mitre attack framework. Mitre attack framework is actually the attack stands for adversarials, tactics, techniques, and common knowledge. So it's actually it's a knowledge base. It's a knowledge base about adversarials, their tactics, their techniques, the methods they use, the tools they use. So it's one of the key resources for threat-informed defense. So it can help security teams to understand how adversaries operate, what tools they use, how they use vulnerabilities, how to mitigate, and how to detect the threats. So here you can see it's just an example of how it looks like. It has a matrix shape, and at this moment it has 14 tactics and more than 200 techniques and more than, I think it's 600 sub-techniques. And basically, when we talk about tactics, tactics are actually goals that adversaries are trying to achieve, like initial access, like credential access, like execution, privilege escalation, like exfiltration, like stealing your data, like command and control, and so on. And techniques are the methods used by those adversarials and attack groups to achieve those goals. And procedures are more specific. They actually tell you, okay, we have APT-19 group that uses a watering hole attack to perform a drive-by compromise and to gain initial access. So we have, this can be considered as a risk management framework. And actually what we are trying to do here is to apply this knowledge and risk management framework and to connect it to vulnerabilities. So in order to do so, again, Maitre designed, developed a methodology that enables you to determine and to translate the vulnerability descriptions to Maitre TTPs, to tactics, techniques, and to procedures, to that, basically to the knowledge base. So first, here's just one example of this so-called translation or mapping. So first we focus on exploitation technique. It's the method used to exploit the vulnerability. Then we have a primary and secondary impacts. The primary is the benefit gained by exploiting the vulnerability. And the secondary impact is actually what the adversary here can gain by exploiting this benefit. Okay, so this is the current approach. It's manual approach. It's time-consuming. It requires background in cybersecurity. It requires extensive knowledge in cybersecurity, experience as well. So to address these challenges, we proposed the solution. We built the solution. Actually, we are still developing the solution. It's part of a project, Cyber4D project, and Poslovna is a member of this international consortium of various companies. So the goal is to build a cybersecurity toolbox, actually which is designed for CRRT teams, and CRR stands for Cybersecurity Rapid Response Teams. And actually, we are building a toolbox that will cover functionalities of CM, XDR, SOAR. So combined set of functionalities designed for these CRRT teams that operate in complex environments like mobile, enterprise, industrial or military environment. So we follow the multi-containerized approach. We have our module, our solution has its own virtual runtime environment containing application code, libraries, other dependencies. It's actually based on Flask, together combined with Bootstrap for front end. We use Connexion module for API. The core engine is the transformer, sentence transformer model, and which is combined actually with we call it talk to your data functionality, where we expand this core functionality performing sentence similarity or vector search or vector similarity. We are expanding this with the functionality to actually like to talk with the results of the semantic similarity functionality. Okay. So this is the simplified data flow. We fetch knowledge base, MITRE knowledge base. We take relevant parts of this knowledge base, we convert it, transform it, we make embeddings of this. Actually, what we are creating a vector space that is being stored. Well, we are experimenting with two options. One of them is Parquet file, and the other is vector DB, currently ChromaDB, but we are also working with Pinecone and Remediate. So we are storing this database, and then from the user perspective, from the client perspective, we have three options. You can send request or like a vulnerability description via API. You get the output. Second option is by using the web interface. You query, you search, and you are dynamically shown the results. And the third option is ability to read vulnerability descriptions from Elasticsearch. We use Elasticsearch for storing data, for interacting with data. So we can read vulnerability descriptions and take those descriptions, map them to a MITRE knowledge base, to MITRE TTPs, and then write it back to Elastic. And more detailed example of what is going on is here. So we query, this query can be, can be word, phrase, or vulnerability description. We create an embedding, we convert it to numerical vector representation, and then compare it to vector DB, all the vectors stored in a DB to find the most similar ones. And then we show it as displayed as and provide it as an output. And this additional functionality is the ability to use LangChain and OpenAI API, transform via API to actually talk to data and to extract additional information or to extract additional knowledge. And this can be seen as like a fine tuning of a transformer model. Okay, and the data product looks like this. So we have ID. You query when you query the vulnerability description, you get you can get ID of the technique. You can get the name. Description, affected platforms, tactics, credential access. Actually, it's just part of the output because the whole output wouldn't fit on the screen. So actually, what we are doing, we are getting results. We are getting the description of the process of how certain threat group uses software and uses sub-technique to achieve a specific tactic. And with sub-techniques and techniques, you get a bunch of metadata. And you get procedure examples, you get mitigation, detection options, and so on. And that's it. At the end, so we talked about threat-informed defense. This approach, this strategy can be beneficial, can improve your cybersecurity awareness, can improve your cybersecurity organization posture. It's important because it equips you, it prepare you to and actually it can help you to prevent future potential cyber attacks. We talked how this bridging of vulnerability information and threat information is crucial for this. It's crucial for understanding. It's crucial for the ability to make the assessments, to make to prioritize the vulnerabilities. That can lead, of course, to better allocation of your, I don't know, technical, operational, or human resources. And yeah, Transformer it's great because it's great that you can that part where you are not constrained only on full text search. You take all the advantages of Transformer model and Transformer networks, the ability to take into consideration context of both of vulnerability and threat data, and that's what we are using here to connect these two separated disciplines. And I would say that the biggest takeaway is this functionality, talk to your data. Here it's applied on a specific cybersecurity problem, but it can be applied in any industry and on any problem. You can apply it in banking, finance, telecommunication, whatever. And I think that the whole next to us, I think they did the same. The presentation was related to the ability to to process your own data, and that's exactly what we are doing here. So if you have private collection of data, if you have company collections of data, you can use Transformer models to search, to extract additional information, to extract knowledge. And here we are talking about textual data, but there are other possibilities like you can search for video, image, audio, whatever. And there's also an option whether to use OpenAI. OpenAI can be costly, so I don't know if you try to use it. It's only $5, and it goes like this. And okay, that's it. Thanks a lot for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Goran, for presentation. Do we have questions?
Sorry, I forgot to mention that we provide a free hour of consultations. So you can scan this barcode, this QR code, and fill in your contact information, and you'll get to talk with one of our data experts. So nobody's interested in data experts.
I'll move. Okay, do we have questions for Goran?
Cybersecurity, come on.
I actually have one question regarding LangChain. For what did you use it?
LangChain.
Yeah.
LangChain it's an amazing library with amazing modules that enable you to connect different sources of data with different transformer models, with agents. You can create chains. You can create applications that like a chatbots that actually are used on your own data. So you can use. You're not constrained only on OpenAI or models, but you can use, I don't know, Hugging Face Hub models. You can download models on your local PC or your local company environment and use it and to talk to your data. But I mean, possibilities are numerous. I mean, you can load PDFs, CSVs, pandas, Parquet files. You can connect to SQL databases, all sorts of data, all sources of data actually are on your disposal. So LangChain combined with transformer models, you can build, I don't know, hundreds and thousands of startups.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Goran.
thank you.
So now we're going to have a short coffee break. So program will continue at 3:45, and so yeah, enjoy your coffee and see you in a bit.